Have you ever noticed that, despite walking 30, 40, or even 60 minutes every day, your legs feel thinner, your joints ache more, and you wake up stiffer and weaker than when you started? We've all heard that walking is good for the heart, and it is. But when you're over 60, walking alone can actually accelerate muscle loss and lead to daily leg pain. Surprised? You're not alone. Many well-meaning seniors stick religiously to their daily strolls while inadvertently speeding up sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass. Even more alarming, most people continue to follow 5 other common habits that stealthily damage their strength, often without realizing it. Here's the good news. Once you spot these habits, you can replace or modify them, halt the damage, and begin to rebuild your strength. Let's walk through those 5 hidden mistakes and how to fix them, so that you can move through life with more power, less pain, and greater independence. Relying on walking alone. You lace up your sneakers, head out the door, and cover a mile or 2 every day. You're active, you've got your heart pumping, and you feel proud of your commitment. But the reality is stark. Walking is a low-intensity, endurance-based activity that doesn't challenge your muscles enough to prevent their decline. When muscle groups go unchallenged, your body concludes they're no longer necessary and begins to break them down for fuel. Over time, this shows up as narrower thighs, weaker glutes, and reduced core stability. Exactly the changes that make climbing stairs, lifting groceries, or emerging from a seated position increasingly difficult. The key to maintaining muscle after 60 is progressive resistance, even light, controlled efforts that target the major muscle groups. You don't need heavy gym equipment. Simple bodyweight squats, seated leg raises, or standing calf raises can do the trick. Alternatively, invest in a set of resistance bands, a couple of light dumbbells, or even use household items, water bottles, canned goods, as makeshift weights. By adding 2 or 3 short sessions of strength work to your weekly routine, you'll not only preserve muscle mass, but also create a foundation for more powerful, pain-free walking. Skimping on protein. I eat well, plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains. That's fantastic, but it doesn't guarantee adequate protein intake. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at processing protein, meaning that the same portions you enjoyed in your 30s and 40s simply aren't enough in your 60s. Protein is the raw material your body uses to rebuild and maintain muscle tissues. So if you're not eating enough, your muscles will shrink over time. Aim for a moderate amount of protein at every meal. Think eggs or Greek yogurt at breakfast, a poultry or fish portion at lunch, and similarly, protein-rich dinners. Don't be shy about plant proteins either. Beans, lentils, tofu, and tempeh all pack a muscle-supporting punch. Even a midday protein shake can help bridge gaps. The goal isn't bulking up. It's preserving the lean muscle that keeps you strong, stable, and independent. Avoiding certain movements out of fear. Once you hit 60, you start hearing warnings everywhere. Be careful bending over, or don't lift too much. That well-intentioned caution can easily morph into self-imposed restrictions. Suddenly you find yourself avoiding full squats, steering clear of overhead reaching, or not turning quickly to look behind you. Over time, your body learns not to move in those directions, and you lose range of motion, joint lubrication, and confidence. Ironically, the best way to stay safe is to keep moving through those full ranges. Just do it gently and mindfully. Incorporate chair squats, slow hip hinges, gentle torso twists, and controlled reaching into your routine so that your joints and muscles develop the strength and mobility to handle everyday demands. Fear-based immobility leads to stiffness and weakness. Intentional, supported movement builds resilience and steadiness. Confusing busy with active. You're on your feet all day, cleaning, shopping, cooking, and running errands. Surely that counts as exercise, right? To an extent it does, but not in the way that combats muscle loss. Busy household tasks tend to keep you lightly moving, but they rarely involve the deliberate, focused engagement of muscle fibers needed to maintain strength. You become a treadmill, and treadmills don't build muscle. What you need is targeted muscular engagement. Between your chores, carve out 5 to 10 minutes for deliberate exercises. Wall push-ups, chair dips, reverse lunges, or band-resisted arm work. These short bursts of focused activity light up the muscle groups that daily tasks miss. Within a few weeks, you'll notice increased stamina, not just for chores, but for any physical effort, whether carrying bags of groceries or dancing at a family gathering. Neglecting rest and recovery. It sounds counterintuitive, but your muscles don't grow stronger during exercise. They grow stronger during rest. If you're burning the candle at both ends, skipping sleep, running on caffeine, juggling endless responsibilities, your body never gets the downtime it needs to repair muscle microdamage, balance hormones, and fight inflammation. Chronic fatigue, soreness that never fully goes away, and mental haze are hallmarks of an under-recovered body. Prioritize high-quality sleep by keeping a consistent bedtime, limiting screens an hour before lights out, and crafting a calming evening. Routine, perhaps a warm bath or light stretching. Manage stress through breathing exercises, short meditative breaks, or gentle yoga. When your body is rested and your nervous system calm, muscle protein synthesis works optimally, meaning every workout and protein-rich meal pays off in stronger, more resilient muscles. Putting it all together, a simple weekly blueprint. You don't need hours in the gym or a complicated regimen to protect your strength after 60. Here's a sample week to illustrate how you might integrate these insights. Daily. Morning walk, 20-30 minutes, for cardiovascular health and mood. Protein with each meal, eggs or Greek yogurt at breakfast, lean protein at lunch and dinner. Mindful sleep routine, same bedtime, calming activity before lights out. Every other day, 3 times per week. 10-15 minutes of strength exercises, chair squats, 2 sets of 10, seated leg raises, 2x12 per leg, wall push-ups or countertop push-ups, 2x8-10, resistance band rows or bicep curls, 2x10. Daily mini breaks, 1 leg balance practice while brushing your teeth, 30 seconds per leg. Gentle torso twists whenever you stand up from your desk or sofa. Weekly, 1 rest day, with focus on restorative activities, stretching, gentle yoga, or Tai Chi. Reflect on stress management. Add a new breathing or mindfulness practice if needed, by weaving together cardiovascular health, purposeful strength, work, protein-focused nutrition, and dedicated rest. You'll create an environment where your muscles not only survive, but thrive. Remember, every choice you make is either building your resilience or contributing to your decline. Walking alone is a great start, but it's not the finish line. You deserve to nurse your strength, nurture your independence, and feel proud of your body long after 60. It isn't about reversing the calendar. It's about giving your muscles the respectful challenge, consistent nutrition, and restorative care they crave. Tiny, intentional changes, just a handful of strength exercises, a bit more protein, a few peaceful hours of true rest, can transform weak, aching limbs into reliable allies that carry you through every moment of your treasured golden years. So let go of the notion that aging means surrender. Step beyond mere motion into empowered movement. Fuel your muscles mindfully. Honor your rest. The path to a stronger, more vibrant you starts with the simple realization that walking alone is not enough, and that your next best step is one that builds strength. What's the first change you'll make today? Share your thoughts below, because every step forward, however small, helps us all walk a little taller.